Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Say, do I know you from somewhere? Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
crowds can be troublesome. Best be on my guard.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
If I learn of a matter that requires your attention, I shall inform you directly.
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
When does my watch? It's been a hard day. Take it easy,
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable for all their toil.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
What is life without a little spice?
Head will roll if horse goes awry. Naught of import ever has it, anyhow.
Naught ever goes right. So tired. Barely the bim to my boots.
Not sure. What they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
I'm dead on my...
I expect Captain Brant will want to hear of this. Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. All shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, Your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as Arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true Arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
True enough.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? How extraordinary.
Could have sworn I had ought to attend to.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead. Oh, tell me I haven't got any. Sometimes I wonder if I'm caught.
I know of nothing that demands your immediate notice.
I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
Can't expect to care so well every day.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
My bed calls and I shan't resist.
Big place.
If I learn of a matter that requires your attention, I shall inform you directly.
Nighttime already? I thought 'twas rather dark.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I'll make a living at work to sell my resist.
Good. We're here.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. If the information we pried from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Batal devoted to the study of arts most queer. I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should fortune smile upon us, your Majesty may even discover some method of undoing the Godsway's hold over the pawns. Yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal are suspended, and 'tis no simple matter to gain passage through the latter's fortress. Fortunately for us, however, the agent was hiding this on his person. I bid you take it. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal's fortress. It even bears the crest of the Batali Palace. It must have been commissioned by someone with great influence. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. With the permit came information I found most intriguing. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian court now resides in Batal. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen and was banished from the kingdom when her prophecy displeased the Queen Regent. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the agent in question came to know of your Majesty's whereabouts. The oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she may be able to offer you aid during your infiltration.
Be a lonely lot.
A crowd that size, not a single penny purse.
What should I get up to? All this hustle.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Wait for the new equipment.
What else
I'll
needs
make a living if I get myself in.
Nice place for a picnic.
Not to look forward to, but a long day of work.
Each day is harder than ever.
Alas, 'twould seem I've taken on too much.
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
Now this is a conundrum.
Quite the predicament.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? I've a proposal to make, and methinks you'll want to hear it. See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn rather often. Understand me? 'Twouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very moment. Come speak with me again once your mind's set.
Let me get that.
So tired. I barely the vim to tie my boots.
Damn near enough, wastrels and coos.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Arisen, are you not? Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would hear it. However, it is a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move to a more discreet location? Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the ruse be discovered. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Disa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, Having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen. I bid you good fortune.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not allowed in here. Oi! You can't come in here.
Oh dear. Goodness me.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
I'd sooner stay out. Where it's possible.
Preparations. I up my training regime. Preparation is key. I up my training regime. Whoever's my replacement's in for a boot up the arse.
Our soldiers need better training.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happen upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phasus. I passed an eye over it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not. And if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course.
Whoever's my replacement in for a boot up the arse.
They wish they were in my boots. If they only knew.
Oh, bloody starving.
You can ne'er be sure.
I do not understand why the people should fear the coming of the dragon.
I'd kip just about anywhere.
There's ought to be said. My sword arm could use some work. There's no easy thing making a living as a soldier.
Let's take it easy today.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Nice place, this.
Will someone do aught about this?
Puts me in the mood for a song. Suppose I'm tired.
Life's best taken at leisure.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I don't feel safe in here.
What is it? Have you brought me something to sate my unquenchable thirst for knowledge? A book, perchance? No, A letter, is it? Let's see here. But know that tonight the moon shall again be shrouded in a veil of gossamer clouds, awaiting the return of the sun's warming glow. Well, well. I'd not thought Disa the capacity for such refinement. 'Tis a love letter of a sort. One that draws on ancient symbolism to convey its message. The moon represents a woman, the sun, a man. Put simply, what this letter means to communicate is, I miss you. Ha! A surprisingly saccharine sentiment coming from the Queen Regent. Would you not agree? I know not who this Phaesus is, though 'tis safe to say that Disa is rather invested in him. What concerns me is this godsway mentioned in the first line. If we can take this letter at its word, and 'twas indeed granted to the Queen Regent, we can surmise that it must be something tangible, an object. As to what manner of object, however, I can only begin to guess, and I'm not one for pointless conjecture. I suspect someone of Batali heritage might be able to tell you more.
I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuffing of my lantern light.
You too? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
This looks as good a place as any. Want to polish up my gear for tomorrow.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
I know of nothing that demands your immediate notice.